Spitwads, today is Labor Day, and I know what you're all thinking. What is Labor Day? Labor Day is a day where we celebrate the labor that women have to go in for pregnancy, and in honor of the birth of all of us, we are giving you a classic spit hit. Enjoy the labor of our pregnancy on this great Labor Day.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Welcome in. We've all got our, 200 shows.
Sure.
We've all got our stuff.
Yep.
And it's not stuff that, I don't think any of us are sitting down with a notebook saying, this is my stuff. And we write it down and we say, this is how I'm going to scat.
I've got 50 shows already planned, fellas.
I'm sure you do. But really, what's funny is when you start to notice patterns.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if you guys knew this. One of the top words I go to at the end of my scat is, in fact, the word bedingy.
We are
What?
aware.
Yep.
You've done that like a time.
But I've noticed in Jason's scats that they begin kind of low.
He's a whispering scatter.
Yeah, he whispers, but he does kind of get into the bow at
and
the
then
end
there
of
was
it.
there was like a, I don't even know what you said at the end. I'll have to check the tape later.
Yeah, it was good.
I just like to escalate it. I'm bringing
Right,
you in
you know-
slowly and then saying, let's get this show
As
going.
in like that term, as we say in music, is
The climax.
is the crescendo.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
That's what I
Yeah, the peak.
was meaning, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome into episode 196. Would you rather? That's a great question on today's show, and a spectacular draft, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one kind of draft that we deliver. Spectacular. Spitballerspod.com is the website. Thank you for following the show on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, wherever you're listening. Maybe you're watching. Maybe you're watching on youtube.com/Spitballers. You guys want to get it going?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Would you rather?
All right, Mindy. Oh, Mindy from Patreon, supporting the show. Join thespit.com. Would you rather be able to eat 3 meals per day, but no snacks, or snack whenever you want, but no meals?
Okay. So
Take some thought here.
The age-old question of, do you like snacking or do you like a meal?
Mm-hmm.
This is difficult because I legitimately thought about this the other day. I have a habit. We eat well here at the studio.
As in, like, we eat a lot.
We eat a
food.
lot here. That is all I mean.
People are never hungry in this office.
Correct. And so I have found myself eating a very small portion at dinner just based on hunger because I fill up here. And I realized that I could absolutely get by without a main dinner, just snacking a little bit.
Okay.
I could, got, some crackers and cheese, and then maybe
Right.
later I have some chips and ice cream or something. Just some snacks.
Sure. You are a snack man.
Snacks are great.
It's a pretty common occurrence in the afternoon that you'll go raid our snack bin and find something.
I get in snacky moods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got stories coming in all the time about the ice cream or tortilla chips you've been eating at night, watching
I've been
shows.
known to snack.
See, I
think
love both snacking and meals. So
Right.
this is a real problem for me.
So what would you go with if you actually had to draw that line in the sand?
I think I would have.
'Cause you like a late night snack.
I love snacks. I love them so much. But I think I would have to. I mean, if you can only have one, you got to have the sustenance.
You can sustain yourself with snacks.
I can. Absolutely I can. But there's no way to snack enough. Like that's going to be my entire sustenance and it be healthy. I'm not eating, healthy little.
You're not cooking up some green beans as a snack and eating them on the couch.
Okay, yeah.
It's just never going to
that's-
happen.
That's a fair point. Of the snack is.
Guys,
I'm
sorry,
okay.
but I need to know what makes the difference between a meal and a snack, because I think a lot of the times we're putting this in our brains is it's where you eat it. It's the location.
No,
But
it's-
I've eaten volumes of calories on a couch. How come the volume of calories doesn't make it a meal?
It's the timing.
That's it?
Yeah, there's windows that are allowed for meals.
Oh,
Like-
really?
Yeah, you can't snack on steak. You know what I mean? Like you
No, you could kebabs.
Yeah, you can.
You could have a kebab.
right, but that's what I'm saying. You've got to convert it into a snack form. A nice filet mignon as a whole, you could never call that a snack.
But
But
what
what if you had eaten a filet the night before, and then like you're coming down?
There's leftovers.
Yeah, but you're coming downstairs at 9 o'clock. You're like, I want a few bites. Is it the?
That's not a snack.
That's not a. That's a snack.
See,
You're not having a
that's,
meal.
That's definitely a snack.
Yeah.
I think if you eat the steak with your hands, you bypass some of these rules.
Oh, that's true.
like if you don't sit down and fork and knife this thing, you're just picking
You're
it up
snacking.
like
What?
a caveman.
What snacks do you eat with utensils? What are common utensil?
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
because the only thing I can think of is like a yogurt.
No, I mean a bowl of ice cream is a snack, and you eat it with a spoon.
Okay, all right.
I mean that one's definitely in. A bowl of cereal late at night. That's not a meal, right? Is it?
That's fourth meal.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Just because it's
What
not,
about the type? Okay.
just because
size
it's
of
not
the bowl
at
doesn't matter?
dinner time. Just because it's not at dinner time doesn't mean that it's a snack. It's still a meal. You're just having more than
So,
3 meals in a day,
if you
like me.
If you choose the one where you don't get meals on this would you rather question, then at some point you can't circumvent this with quantity. You actually have to snack.
Oh yeah, you're going to be
Because-
snacking all the time.
So, but
You'll
I'm
probably
just saying
be
you
snacking
can't.
like 5 times a day.
You're telling me you can overcome the snack thing, and there's some things that are other meals. You couldn't have that bowl of cereal then.
No,
Ever.
you could not ever have a bowl of
Now
cereal.
you could have it without milk in a cup.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
It's funny how inherent this is. There are no rules. There are no rules like we tried to get it
There
with,
are now.
with quantity. We tried to get it with
Time of day.
time of day, fork and utensils. There are no rules, but we know what a snack is.
That's right.
And what a meal is. 100%. Like if we got 1,200 things on a list and we all blindly checked which one it is, we'd answer the same thing for all of them.
No quantity of peanuts can ever be a meal.
Exactly.
That is true.
Isn't that true?
No, you cannot peanut
what are you
into a
having
meal.
for dinner tonight? Peanuts.
unless-
a lot of them.
Unless you smash them up and make them buttery and put them on a piece of bread.
Then that's totally fine.
You
yeah.
can meal that.
You can meal that.
Yeah.
Man.
All right,
That's
so-
interesting. Yeah. I was born. I know right from wrong. I know snacks from meals.
Yeah.
And are you going with the meals or the
Oh,
snacks?
meals. I can move. I could go through every day of my life and never have a
so
snack.
you're not a snacker.
I'm going to go
No,
snacks. I'm
not at
snacks,
all.
Jason. Which side are you on?
I have to take the meals, and I think that this would be so good. This is just something I should do. I should just
Yeah, that's
eat
true.
meals and stop snacking.
Okay.
I feel like you learn a lot of things you should do from this podcast.
Well, to be fair, I already knew them. But there's a difference between having knowledge and following knowledge.
and wisdom.
Sure, yes.
All right. Would you rather get paid $50,000 a year to moderate flagged Instagram posts
Uh-oh.
for 8 hours a day, or $100,000 a year to assemble Lego display sets for 10 hours a day?
Oh, so
Mm.
it's even longer, a 10-hour
Now,
day.
I don't know if you know this, Mike, because I know you've been known to Lego.
Yes.
Right. And Jason, I don't know if you've been known to Lego or not. I don't think,
Not really.
I don't think so. You can enter a flow state while you Lego.
Yes.
There's kind of it's like the people that like doing puzzles. It's very similar to that. It's just kind of, you're not concentrating too hard, but you're not concentrating. It's good for you. I think that's the way I would go.
I love a Lego set for my birthday. The fam got me the old school Nintendo Entertainment System television set, and I spent the weekend putting it together with my kids. It was a great time.
Did you get into a Lego flow?
Oh, I love putting them together, but here's the problem. This was a 2-day project, and it was like the afternoon for 2 days, so probably 10 plus hours total, or whatever around there. By the end of it, though, my thumbs were annihilated, and like parts of my index fingers from
Yeah, you'd have to build some
from snapping
calluses,
together.
Mike.
You would have to. Yes, there would be a.
You would build calluses. 10 hours
Yes,
a day?
like a guitar player. You would your hands would have very specific Lego calluses.
You could just take things out of the oven, no gloves.
Probably.
Once you've done this job long enough, just use your fingertips, and that's not burning you. Those calluses are just, they might as well be heat.
I don't think there's enough money you could pay me to moderate flagged posts, though, because that is like, it's like somebody saying, if I paid you $1 million a year to take little sips of poison every few minutes, you would eventually, I mean, it's corrupting your mind and your soul.
This is no joke, because back in the day.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd bring it up.
Yeah, back in the day, used to run a business called Pizam, and we had some employees, and we made a thing where users can upload photos to use on social media. I think it was like a slideshow program that we made or something. And we had my best friend at the time, Brian Ketron.
Whoa!
He's
gonna be so happy.
Oh,
yeah,
no! Well, hold on.
Cut that out.
Brian Ketron is a loser who is
You're
never
too far gone, Jason. You cannot recover from that. That was the most Freudian slip of all time.
I'm offended.
Oh, what, Brian?
Yeah, Bryant.
Disgusting.
Bryant Kaler. So you can see how.
Why are we giving away names?
I'm just saying we had a.
He lives at 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't understand this.
I don't either. What happened to? I know a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I know a guy. We'll see. You don't know who it is, but they had to do this job, do this exact job, and it was far more devastating than you could ever imagine, because people are the worst.
There's things you shouldn't see.
No.
That's all there is to it. We'll leave it there on Spitballers.
Yeah. I don't think that there's any way you could take the $50,000 a year job, and you're getting paid more money to do Legos.
But it's longer.
It's
fine.
2 hours.
It's fine.
It's not like it's double the length of
I'm
the
not
job.
doing the other one for $1 million.
I get that, but a 10-hour workday, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of calluses. That would become tedious and awful. No question.
Yes.
No question. But I would, at least when I go home at the end of the day, I'll have built something.
You will
not
have
been
lost your
destroyed.
soul.
Yeah. Randy from Patreon, would you rather be able to talk to dead people or visit with aliens?
Oh,
Very simple question here.
Here we go, Randy. Very simple, and yet diving into this question.
Exactly.
Talking to dead people.
The nuance.
Or visiting with aliens. I mean, there are people who claim they can speak to dead people.
There are people that have claimed to have visited aliens.
They are more of like aliens visited them.
Yeah, I mean, but they're all one and the same. Been abducted.
Oh man,
What do you?
I don't even know where to start.
Well, I think that so there's pros and cons to both of these. Each one of these says, like, speaking to dead people, there's some, you've got a family member that you've lost. That's
Right.
great. But we've all seen Sixth Sense. I feel like that could be scary. That could be really
The documentary?
Yes,
But that's if you don't know.
No,
Yeah, none of them were like talking to their
What?
grandma.
If I knew, like, if I'm well aware that I could talk
Right.
to dead people, I definitely
You
think
can know-
could be bad.
But you can only talk to them. Like they're not walking around. You have a special red glowy telephone, and you can phone.
oh,
the
so
dead.
they're not just hanging out with you.
Yeah, you can
so
just
you don't have
talk
to
to
worry
them.
about like.
So I
know.
have to initiate it. I can't just.
No,
can't
they
just,
can call you, of
See,
course.
that's the problem. If I'm walking around and all of a sudden someone's talking to me,
You can screen a call from a dead person.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be.
Hi, you've reached the.
I would become a crazy person.
It's your grandfather again.
I'm bored.
When are you gonna make something of your life?
Oh, it's just a bunch of pestering.
You're
By
still,
the way, cancer really stunk.
you're still doing that podcast, making us proud.
The visit with aliens has equal risk. I mean, the visit could be unpleasant. In fact, most of the knowledge that I have from, movies, their experiments could be happening.
I think it will be pleasant.
You think it'll be
your
pleasant?
odds are
Abs-
not the odds are not good.
I think they're fantastic.
That it will be pleasant?
Yes, I think that once a being of intelligence has created technology that they can actually get to this Earth and then communicate with us, I think it will be peaceful.
Well, there's a chance, but also
I mean,
you
there's other arguments.
You don't hesitate to swat a fly. You know what I mean? Like we
could be
we
so
we
superior.
could be nothing to these superior beings.
But I swat the fly that's in my house.
Well, you also swat the fly that's like hanging out over all your resources.
Yeah, you swat the fly in the house that you just moved into that was his house, and you're like, "This is a nice house, fly.
If they need
Get out of here."
Yeah, if they need a new house, then there's a problem. And they might have left because they don't have an old house.
Okay, that's fair. But
All right.
I still think if they're that smart.
So you'll be the one to go up and shake the hand.
Sure.
Or shake the whatever tentacle.
I think I would put the odds at 65% that if aliens come here, we're annihilated.
They're just
65%.
Wait, 65 we're gone?
Oh, we're toast.
What
Yeah,
are the odds that they're just allergic to water? Come
Now,
on.
see, it could turn out that the aliens are in fact completely inferior and really dumb. that they invade a place that is 80% of something that kills them.
Look,
That could happen.
I would still try this out versus some of the other planets we got. But okay, I think I'm going to do the dead person one. I got people I miss.
I'm gonna do aliens because I can talk to people enough when they're alive. I don't need to add to that. I can't talk to aliens unless I.
But now I got one more question here about the aliens. Are other people aware? Like, do you have to become the only ambassador? Like, only you may speak to the aliens. So everybody's going to be loading up. Like, Jay,
What did they say?
you gotta ask the alien about this. You gotta ask the alien about
There could be a
this.
burden.
Yeah, like the
Like
White
you're
House.
the interpreter.
White House is going to be knocking down your door saying, we need you to ask these questions of the aliens.
You'd have a lot of power.
I was
You
gonna say
would.
I want that burden. That's a burden I would request because the power you would have. I mean, you would be on top of whatever you wanted to be on top of.
Let's.
The galaxy.
That's right. Do we have time for another Would You Rather?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right. How you doing today, Al?
Doing great.
Yeah, you're probably busy with Show 200.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Definitely.
work. Yeah, I know. I saw you had the nails and the hammer and the saw and all that stuff. I didn't know how much building was involved in Show
The
200.
construction costs.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to want the bill. But
Yeah.
Oh, my
it's going to
gosh.
be good.
Oh,
Yeah,
spare
'cause-
no expense. I mean, fireworks, right?
Just supply chain issues. I don't know. But no, I'm glad you're doing well. We got the judge in the house too. Are you on microphone, Judge?
Heyo.
Oh, yep, he's there.
I'm surprised Owl survived Jason labeling Brian as his best friend.
Yeah, that's tough.
That probably hit him in the heart.
It was a terrible mistake. I mean, it was probably one of the big
don't
3 regrets
know.
in my life.
Now, Al, Brooks is not helping you, right? Because I made it very clear this is a you-only project for Show 200.
Brooks can't help himself but to help everybody.
Oh, man. Dang it, he's helping. All right, Jess from the website. For 30 minutes per day, would you rather have to crab walk everywhere or bear crawl everywhere?
So
Okay.
crab walk is your back is facing the ground and you're on all fours.
Yeah.
and going back.
And you're going backwards.
Going towards your feet.
No, your head.
I think Jason's right. I think you can go any direction. I don't
Can
think you
you?
have to walk backwards in a crab walk.
I thought the definition of the PE crab walk was
It was backwards.
you walk-
It was often backwards, yeah. But I think it could work all ways. I mean, you know the
okay,
position.
fine. You're on your hands.
That's not comfortable.
on your hands and feet, basically in like bridge. So your
Yes.
torso,
Your booty's off
tummy
the
is
ground.
facing
Don't
up.
you put that booty down.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And
your knees are off the ground as
Correct.
well,
Yeah,
right?
you're on your feet.
You're like this. You're back
Feet.
Oh, for the crab.
for the crab.
I'm
Yeah.
saying for the bear.
The bear walk, your
Is
toes are down and your hands are down, and that's it.
and your knees are up.
Yeah,
Yes.
and your booty's up.
They're actually pretty close. They're just inverted.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't have to have the booty up. You just have to have the feet and the hands, right?
Which position could you just hold longer? The
Bear.
crab, right?
No, bear.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
the top of your.
for sure.
no way.
Yes.
Because you can lock your arms in the
Yeah,
crab.
the crab lock.
You're not using any of your muscles in the crab.
Sure. Just sit on an enclosed joint for 30 minutes.
Well,
and
you
see
should.
how
You
that
two
goes.
should face off. One crab, one bear. I
What
mean,
would
you guys.
what would give out first in a crab walk position hold? Your legs or your arms?
I think your arms.
Yeah, I think your arms. I mean,
mean,
your
that's-
legs are going to be fine.
That's such an
Maybe
awkward position.
Your back, sort of. I mean, it's kind of your back giving out because you got to put your booty down.
Yeah,
So
I
for
think
30
you're
minutes
right.
per day, you have to do this. So you got to go out for your 30-minute walk. I mean, you got to go out every evening or every morning, and you got to go for your little walk. And I think I'm crab walking.
I mean, but then you're gonna get nowhere.
I don't. It's
if
fine.
I walk crab style for 30 minutes, I maybe
How
got to my
far
mailbox.
are you getting as a bear walk?
Oh, you can run in bear position if you
No.
needed to. I'm not saying that I would run for 30 minutes. I'm just saying you could.
You could.
The fastest you can crab walk is like it's gonna.
But I don't think you can go very fast in a bear walk. Are you putting both hands up like a gazelle?
No.
Like, you're not.
You
know,
could, if you were going to run, if you were going to bear crawl as a run, then
would both hands go up? And
I
then,
don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
No,
Versus just alternating arms.
It would be alternating arms.
This is such good radio.
Maybe you might turn into like a bit of a cheetah.
And gallop? I can't
You
gallop.
might.
Have you
You
seen
might.
my shape?
You can crab walk.
Also, I don't know why Jason's so concerned about how far he's moving doing these activities. I think that this is a 30 minutes
30-minute timer.
30 minutes of your day that is devoted to just physical fitness of these two activities or
but
one.
But the thing is if I have to, travel for 30 minutes a day,
You don't have to
You
travel.
don't have to travel. It's
So
You
what,
could
I'm
just be in the office.
but why would I want
crab
to
walking.
crawl around?
Oh, you're thinking like you're not thinking of it like I was, where like every night you go out and crab walk. You're thinking of it as there's just an alarm that goes off during the day, and you move into your crab or bear position and try to move on through the day.
Yeah.
So you have to accomplish something.
So I've got 30 minutes. I've got to be in one of these positions.
Right.
The crab walk means I've got 30 minutes where I cannot function. I don't think you could do anything other
What's
than
easier
just
to eat in, crab walk or bear walk?
bear.
Oh.
Bear like to.
I don't know.
Give me a bowl. How in the world would you eat on your back?
You
I mean,
you
that's
got
how-
a tray.
That's how emperors eat. They get fed on they're laying on their backs.
So
Yeah,
someone
you-
has to feed you.
Yeah, that part's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I guess getting the food into the mouth part will
'Cause
be
your hands
that'll-
are stuck
You
on
can
the
carry
floor.
it around.
I think I might go bear in case I need to use the restroom during that 30 minutes.
Ooh, good call. One of those is sad, and one of those
Right.
is horrific.
Right.
One of those is a real problem.
It's like a little infant boy.
I mean, the irony is
Just
that
out
the
of
crab can
control.
go number 2 a little bit better, and the bear can go
Oh,
the bear can go number 1.
A bear goes number 2 in the forest.
You're not really a bear in this situation, though, are you?
You can
In my mind, I am.
in bear position, you can absolutely spread your legs and take a dump. I mean, I could make this happen.
And there you go. And there you go.
So I'm taking the bear.
All right, and let's move it on down the road.
Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Nom Nom. Don't settle when it comes to your dog's health. Switch to real, fresh dog food with ingredients you can actually see. Nutrient-packed recipes crafted by board-certified veterinary nutritionists, made fresh and delivered to your door. Nom Nom delivers fresh dog food with every portion personalized to your dog's needs so you can bring out their best. Nom Nom's made with real, whole food you can see and recognize without any additives or fillers that contribute to bloating and low energy. That's because Nom Nom uses the latest science and insights to make real good food for dogs. Their nutrient-packed recipes are crafted by board-certified veterinary nutritionists, made fresh and shipped free to your door. Nom Nom's already delivered over 40 million meals to good dogs like yours, inspiring millions of clean bowls and tail wags. My dogs devoured the Nom Nom. They loved it. You can see the difference. It is truly good food, and your dogs will thank you for it. Plus, Nom Nom comes with a money-back guarantee. If your dog's tail isn't wagging within 30 days, Nom Nom will refund your first order. Go right now for 50% off your no-risk 2-week trial at trynom.com/ballers. Spelled trynom.com/ballers for 50% off. trynom.com/ballers.
That's a great question.
Nothing greater than that last one, though, right?
Of course.
This one comes in from Patreon. When constructing the perfect sandwich, does the cheese go on top, middle, or bottom of the meat? This is kind of a...
So we're talking, this is a deli sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, clearly there are multiple... for there to be a middle, there must be multiple meats.
Well, I get it could be a double cheeseburger.
Certainly. but that's not considered a perfect sandwich.
No, it is not. A cheeseburger's not a sandwich.
So it's a burger.
That's right.
So let's say you've got a piece of cheese and you got some ham and you got some turkey. So let's just make it simple. And then where do you put the cheese in that equation? Because I have where I would go by default, but I'm really curious.
I know where I would go, and I also know where you should go.
And are they the same?
They are not the same.
So wait, you're saying that people out there making thousands of sandwiches every day, they're making them imperfect.
They're making them easy.
Oh,
They're
okay.
You think it belongs in the middle, don't you?
You're darn right I do.
But the easy thing is on top.
That's right. You play all your meat down, and then
And
you
bottom just seems broken.
Bottom is weird. Here's
But you're eating it the same, but it does seem wrong.
You're not eating it quite the same because your tongue is going to get that cheese first. And cheese, while delicious, is not as salty and delicious
Is
as
that what
meat.
it is? It's like the order of operations?
Absolutely. The sandwich will taste
how
different.
slow are you biting this sandwich?
Oh, not slow at all, my man. My tongue
That's
has-
what I'm. But how are you distinguishing which flavor you are getting first if you're biting
No,
a
there's
sandwich?
there's a savoring phase.
Absolutely. It's like eating a Pringle upside down. You're
Ooh,
getting that
nice
flavor.
comp, bro.
You're getting that flavor immediately hitting that tongue, and then it all blends in together. Have you never eaten Pringles upside down?
I didn't
Do you
realize.
do it on purpose
I
because you
didn't
want
know
the
there was-
flavor more?
Yes.
There's
Oh.
an upside down.
I don't
Yeah.
eat them upside down.
Like
That's
you're
not.
you're not
that's not
upside
my
down.
mouth shape.
You're not upside down. You're
You're in a crab walk. You see?
yeah. You never eaten Pringles upside down. You just put your feet up on the wall, do a handstand, and then have someone feed you Pringles.
I know we're talking sandwiches, but now I'm thinking about Pringles, and they.
Wait a second. The deucers are also confirming you eat Pringles upside down on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my people.
What?
Yes, because it is
What
so
is
much more
happening?
flavorful.
That delicious powder
Can
they
I-
put on there, man.
Can I get? Is it okay to eat a whole thing?
Yes.
For sure.
Okay.
It's expected.
All right.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I mean, it's not.
It's not expected.
It's why it says
No, 'cause
serving
it's fi-
size 1.
It's 5 servings.
Well,
150 calories.
those
a
people
serving.
are.
I've become an unadulterated, passionate, regular Pringles devotee.
Interesting.
I
What's your
bought-
go-to?
I mean, my go-to is still a plain Pringle.
The original?
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, they're great. But I go with look. I have a 4. The cheddar cheese is tremendous.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The ranch is tremendous.
It's great.
The original is great. And then if I can justify it mentally to eat the lightly salted regular, and then twice as much.
Now, see, I have a bone to pick with Pringles. Is I don't know what
I
happened.
can't fit my arm in there.
Yeah, no one can. What I don't understand is the color, the universal color for salt and vinegar chips is blue, and
For the container.
in once upon a time at least in my mind,
They
how I
did
remember
ranch,
it
didn't they?
is blue was salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
But now that blue is the sour cream and onion. Or no, I'm sorry, not sour cream. The cheddar and sour cream.
When
And
I
it's,
just
I don't know what happened.
When I just looked up Pringles blue can,
Yeah.
I see Pringles, and I'm looking
It's
at
all
the can
salt.
right now.
It's all salt.
Salt
and
and
vinegar.
vinegar.
It's all salt and vinegar.
But the cheddar and sour cream is now in a blue can as well.
Cheddar and sour
no, it's in a
cream.
lighter blue. I think
Lighter
it's a
blue.
lighter blue.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
But why is that light blue?
Because
What does-
instead of green?
Well,
because
no,
ranch
green-
is green.
No, green
Green
is sour
is sour
cream and onion, which is the
Oh,
best.
Instead
I
of cheddar and sour cream.
I misspoke. But cheddar and sour cream, light blue? What are we doing here?
What's your
How
color
would
for cheddar and sour cream then?
It's got to
Not
be
blue.
It has to be
Like a
in
light
the-
yellow?
Exactly right.
Sure.
Because cheddar.
Yes.
You ever don't eat blue cheddar? It's what Mama always told me.
Have you ever had the party packs that have got a little extra on top?
Oh yeah, that's just family size. That's party size. Yeah.
It's funny debating them because they're all delicious. There isn't a bad Pringle.
I would agree with that. There's not a bad Pringle, but sour cream and onions the goat.
That's your favorite?
So yeah, by far. So Mike, you've literally never turned a Pringle over and let that just slam into your
It fits
tongue.
in your mouth so perfect the other way.
Yeah, I've
The OG way.
the shape of my mouth matches up perfectly with the Pringle.
Yeah, it's just like and no
Try
way.
it.
If
Try
I
it
Do
out.
you take a bite then? Are you a psycho and you bite the Pringle?
No, I don't take a bite. I pop that sucker in my mouth.
Upside down.
Upside down. You
Then
can
you
turn
got-
it.
I
Under
got-
the tongue?
You got sharp ridges going all up into the roof of your mouth.
I don't know if I can make. I'll try it, guys.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I ordered
Sure.
literally like I don't know 20 Pringle containers the other day.
This is just sounds very dangerous.
But
Risky behavior.
my research shows
They started out rectangles, Mike. You should have seen those.
My research shows that the order that your tongue hits something before fully biting it up and chewing it and it all becomes one thing totally changes the flavor.
You might be right, but that doesn't mean that some people like cheese a lot, like myself.
Hold on. Before we go back to sandwiches. So you're telling me on the Pringles, the upside down, is it because the other side is coated with more of the artificial
It is
flavoring?
coated with more of the
Yes.
powder. Yeah.
Okay. That
You
I
didn't
can-
get that the whole time?
Well, I was just trying to confirm because at first I thought it was a physics shape thing. But
No. The shape is worse. I will
shape is
grant
much
that.
worse.
Okay.
But the shape is not as bad as you think.
And we'll give it a go tonight.
All right.
Moments from now.
Yeah, I think everybody that is making a generic sandwich, puts meat and then cheese on top.
Yeah.
That's what everybody. If you are like, well, no, I put the cheese down and then the meat, you're kind of weird.
I recommend you do the cheese on top of the meat, but double up the cheese.
Oh, okay. So-
People don't double the cheese
Yeah.
enough, and I don't know why.
I'm with that. Cheese should be middle and the top.
Oh, doubled. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
middle and
Oh,
top.
Yeah.
And if you want to put it on the bottom, I'm not going to call the police.
Sure, triple cheese.
Triple cheese.
Look, it ain't easy being cheesy, and I love it.
I would much rather triple meat. I'd rather meat, cheese, meat.
Hear me
cheese,
out. Hear
meat.
me
You are
out.
a meat. You're a meat.
out. Cheese, meat,
Okay.
meat, cheese,
Meat, cheese,
meat,
meat,
cheese,
cheese, meat.
cheese, meat.
Okay, I'm in.
And then you butter the bread.
Oh, you have to butter it
Also,
with some mayo.
you have
Right.
Siri on standby with the ambulance.
Yeah.
Now wait, you were the one telling me you should put mayo and use that for a grilled cheese,
Yeah. Yes.
which
that
I've
is-
still never done.
It's not.
Wait, instead of butter on the
It-
outside?
Yes.
Or with butter?
It is not better. It is a perfectly acceptable substitute. If you are going to make a grilled cheese
Interesting.
and you're like, oh no, I don't have butter, whatever. If you put mayo on there, it
grills
works-
the same.
It grills the same and works
Okay.
Okay.
perfectly.
But no taste difference?
Not really. Like
That's unfortunate.
It's surprising that it. You would think it would have a massive taste.
Food
difference.
is delicious.
I love food.
Yeah. All right. Arnold from Patreon. Are there more sticks of gum or bottles of water in the world?
Okay, we got
That's
another
weird. That's a
doors,
weird one.
window, or was it wheels, doors?
Wheels
Yeah.
and windows? Yeah, I mean, sticks of gum or bottles of water in the world. I want to say bottles of water.
Oh, I want to say gum.
Well.
I feel like it's easily gum.
I think
Lucky
it is,
neither of us actually said that. We only wanted to say it.
My
We need
initial
Jason to handle this.
my initial instinct is sticks of gum.
They're so tiny.
They're-
You can
they're-
fit so many in a box.
Absolutely every gas station. What
They're
let's
moving
just-
away from sticks, though, guys.
Let's just talk. They're going.
There's a lot of cubes.
Let's
Do those
just
count? Do the cubes count?
no
Just
Individual
sticks.
pieces of gum?
No,
Yep.
this says sticks.
No, just the sticks.
Okay.
Yeah. I will cede that argument. Just talk about a gas station. What does a gas station have more of? Sticks of gum
It's got to be gum.
or bottles of water? Yeah, because bottles of water take up so much room.
Yeah.
And while they probably do have more real estate, you just can't compete with the amount of gum that can be stacked in this little tiny area. But here's the real reason I think that there are more sticks of gum in the world than there are bottles of water. Bottles of water are on a long enough timeline. They're a pretty new invention.
Yeah.
Sticks of gum been around like for a century.
But those sticks
don't
of gum
think
are no longer sticks of gum. Those
Not
are
all
chewed
sticks
gum.
But the
of
bottle
gum
of water's still there.
Not all
Yeah, it
sticks.
is.
Not all sticks of gum get eaten. You're plenty of packs are old. They get thrown away. That doesn't
True.
mean they don't exist.
Okay, so you're counting the sticks of gum in the dump.
Yes, absolutely. If it's a stick, it says on the earth.
Okay.
You think gum came out a lot before water?
I think sticks of gum came out
Before bottled water for sure.
50 years before water. At
50?
least.
I
At
think
least.
Bottled water was invented in our lifetime.
I think the sticks of gum must have been invented probably when they got stuffed into the when the
Modern
the sports
forever.
cards got put into the.
No, forever.
modern chewing gum was first developed in the 1860s.
That was no stick.
modern
it was.
chewing gum. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Modern means stick of gum.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just a
When
fancy,
when did bottled water come out? When plastics came
like
out?
the
which is-
90s?
No. People, because it's glass, because they had glass bottles and stuff.
Late 80s, maybe?
Yeah, let me look it up. So we're talking plastic water
Yeah.
bottles. Yeah.
1973 is when plastic water bottles were invented.
So there you go.
All
So
right.
over 100
Okay.
years. So yeah, sticks of gum wins because history.
Well, no, I mean, all the chewed gum doesn't count, though, right?
I
No,
would agree
but-
with that.
But he's just saying that if a pack got tossed, now that's 12 sticks of gum.
But what about now? What about today? Throw away, just active,
Just chewable.
chewable, fresh, chewable
chewable-
gum versus drinkable water.
I still think it's
All right.
gum.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going gum.
All right, let's go to Sean from the website. What's the hand signal to another driver that they've had their blinker on for the last 20 minutes?
There's a couple.
Isn't it this?
So
We're great audio.
for the people listening at home, Andy is opening and closing his hand, which
Like a blinker.
Like it's that's not a bad visual repretation of.
I've
something
done that
that's-
before.
It's something that is flashing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine I would use a hand signal. I usually
you have to.
I realize that's the question, but I'm just saying in life, it's usually a flash the brights, right?
No, flash
That
the
means
brights
your
is if
lights
your
are
lights
on.
are off.
But right, I agree. That is the default.
Or get their attention. That could be a get their attention.
But if someone flashed their brights at me, I'm going to check my lights.
I'm
going to go, oh, are my lights off? Oh, my blinker's on.
I'm not telling for what it's worth, I'm not telling anybody if they have their blinker on, I don't care.
Yeah, the correct result is just laughter.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at this person driving around like a dummy.
So
when
maybe it should be a thumbs down. Maybe it should just be you drive.
No, there's no
you, you roll down the window. You give them a thumbs down. Like
thumbs down.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, so
What do you I don't even know what
That's-
I'd think if someone thumbs down.
that is such a good idea. Not for this, but like
just in general?
like the universal symbol that a driver will give you. They'll give you the bird, and you're like, oh,
That's rude.
and
What did I do?
yeah, what
to
did you
deserve
do?
that?
And like, if you've ever been hit with it, like it feels bad. But if someone drove by and just gave you a thumbs down,
Oh man.
I mean, you would have absolutely no idea, but you would be tilted off the face of the earth.
What if
Your
they did the
soul-
stink face?
Plug the nose,
Plug the
and
nose
thumbs
and go.
down.
I mean, you better be on auto drive because I recommend one hand on the wheel. But I think a thumbs down will really get them soul searching.
It will.
And so
Do you ever hear Seinfeld talk about how easy it is to give the finger and how if you really wanted to offend somebody, it should take more effort, like giving them the toe? He says if you take your shoe and your sock
Right.
off and you hang that toe up there,
That's what I'm talking about. A thumbs down.
I don't know what to do.
A thumbs down would be that's a new level of insult.
and I can do that in front of my kids. My
Right.
kids
Yeah,
can be
you
in the
can.
car.
Yeah.
And I'm really upset at this driver who's been doing a very poor job of driving. That window goes down, thumbs down,
Hey.
and I drive off. I'm using this.
Hey, honey, why do you look so sad? What happened today? Somebody gave me a thumbs down, and I don't know why.
I'm driving on the freeway.
And I got
Some
a
guy
thumbs
grabbed
down.
his nose, said it was really stinky. Could he smell me?
And he looked at me with the PU face.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's jump into this draft.
Spitwads, if you've listened long enough, you've heard me talk about Helix mattresses. You've heard my personal story of replacing every single mattress in my house with a Helix mattress. That's what I did. The Helix mattress lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. Helix is fantastic. You take the Helix quiz just like I did, and I was matched with a model that was perfect for Team Beef Boy. I'm a bigger boy, and I have a mattress that helps me sleep better. I like a soft mattress. I sleep on all positions, and I have a partner with kind of different preferences. You fill out this sleep quiz, and they match you with the perfect mattress. Plus, Helix mattresses all come with a 10 to 15-year warranty depending on the model, and you don't have to take our word for it. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired Magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as the go-to solution for improving your sleep. Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners in honor of Labor Day. Go to helixsleep.com/ballers and use the code HelixPartner25. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, today we are drafting we're drafting the best male actors to defend you in a court of law. So this is not this is who could be the most convincing representation for you.
It can be however you want, and this is not characters.
No.
Right.
So we are not drafting
Matlock.
Yes, you are not drafting.
That's
perfect.
what you went with.
No, but
I don't know.
No, but that's a great one. You are not drafting Perry Mason.
Yeah.
To represent
Benjamin
you
Button. Or
you are drafting that actor based on how well you think they could defend you.
Can I
Yeah.
just say something? And I know this show is meant to be evergreen, but Johnny Depp's trial has been going on recently.
Yes.
And I can't help but wonder if his incredible acting skills really benefit him in court.
I think they do.
Because if he did something right or wrong, if any actor in the world, let me broaden it. If any actor does something and they're put on trial and interrogated relentlessly and they have to lie, aren't they the best at it in the world?
Yeah, they've got a lot of practice.
It is, but that is
School
it is
for it.
It is actor v actress, so we have some equal playing ground.
Oh,
in
that's
that.
true.
But whatever. This is not current, but my wife is hooked on this J. Depp case. I come home and I get the entire rundown of what is. So, has either of your wives been pulled in to the drama that is the case?
No, my wife has no clue what happens outside of in the regular world at any time.
Yeah.
But I've watched enough clips of it to have that thought.
That's where I'm at. It's just everywhere on social media where you can't not
Right.
see all sorts of clips.
All right, Jason, you have the number 1 pick, best male actors to defend you in court. We're putting together a nice team to get the jury on our side, convince the judge that you're innocent.
Well, first and foremost, I want charisma. Okay, that I want.
I'm intrigued to see what route people go.
So I want a charismatic defender of the law who can capture a jury's attention and who can make the prosecutor look stupid. You need a little bit of pizzazz. You need to come across as intelligent, and I can't think of a better actor who can be charismatic, can be likable, can be mean, and make someone feel foolish than the man himself in the iron suit. Talking about Robert Downey Jr. He can do it all. He can be serious, but he's going to entertain that jury, make them forget what I did, I allegedly did.
Yes.
And
Now they'll have to forget what Robert Downey did, though, too, right?
Oh,
that'll be part of it.
Hey, he Iron Manned his way
Yeah,
out of
I
that
was gonna say,
circumstance.
Nobody remembers that anymore.
He has experience in a courtroom. That's a good point.
Yeah, that is.
All right, that's a good pick. The number 1 name that popped into my head right off the bat, no questions asked. I don't know why, but there's not even a close second for me. I want Denzel in that courtroom.
Oh,
I want Denzel
very high on my
Washington
list.
He's number 3 for
in
me.
the courtroom. The passion, the empathy he can evoke, the sincerity. I mean, this man is looked at by the best of Hollywood as a mentor. I want that
Right.
guy defending me and making really robust points. And do you ever remember the movie The Hurricane? Did either of you see that movie?
Oh yeah,
No.
that's the boxing.
Yeah, that was the boxing
Yeah.
movie. He was actually on trial, I believe, in that movie. But man alive, Denzel in a courtroom, let me go. That's what I'm
Good
saying.
pick,
Let me
good
go.
pick.
Let me go.
He's very, very high up on my list. But the first name that popped into my head, and because he's a tremendous actor, he is a method actor, but it was what I said of what characteristic am I looking for? I think that this guy could be one of those people that studies for and passes the bar in 2 months.
As a method actor.
Because he just absorbs and becomes other people. So I'm going with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay.
Right out the gate. Number 1, charisma, passion. This guy could bring the anger and the thunder if he needs to. But I think that the man could legitimately just know law quick enough.
That's pretty funny
to represent me.
Now, is there a chance he doesn't show up for your court date?
Yeah, there's a
Where he's
chance.
just like kind of done with it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope not. I'm paying him a lot of money to represent
all right.
me,
All right.
and he only gets paid if I win.
You better
guess.
like the project.
All right, and then to back up Daniel Day-Lewis, or I don't know how we're doing. Are we drafting a team or
No,
just,
this is a
just
brand
one?
new now.
Oh, it's a new trial?
Okay. Well,
You've committed
look,
another crime.
Daniel Day-Lewis, he already walked out.
All right,
so you're on the lawyer too.
All right, I need a man who has seen a lot of things in his life. He's got age on his side. He has wisdom, and he's got look. When it comes down to it, he's got a smooth voice. That voice that's going to help him out as well.
Okay, that does help.
I'm going to take Morgan Freeman.
All right. He was high on my
Try
list as
and
well.
try and convince the jury
The voice
that I'm guilty when Morgan Freeman is letting them know that I didn't do it.
Yeah, the voice really gives someone authority.
Yes.
He's also
And
played God in a movie, so that helps.
That you know,
look, that may or
I
may
was
not have
there.
happened.
I was there.
I don't know. I am just an alleged criminal.
All right, so you got Daniel Day-Lewis, Morgan Freeman. We're drafting best male actors to defend you in court. Jason has Robert Downey Jr. I have Denzel. It's my pick, huh?
mm-hmm.
Look, he's just too darn likable.
No.
Tom Hanks.
You thought Hanks would make it back?
I was one pick away. Yeah, I mean, all he had to do was take anyone not named Tom Hanks, and he makes it back.
That's
Dang
a fair
it.
point, but I got to take Tom Hanks here. He can do it all. He's so darn likable. He's just going to be believed.
Yeah, that's
You're just
the
going to
key.
believe him.
Who's going to look at Tom Hanks and say, I think he's lying. I think he's a liar. No,
No
you're
one.
going to be like, well, if he said that, that's got to be true.
It's the shortest case in the history of the court. Like, wait a minute, your representation is Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks stands up. Ladies
didn't do it, Your
ladies
Honor.
and gentlemen, he didn't do it. Oh,
That's
Tom
true.
Hanks,
That's true.
Tom Hanks said he didn't do it.
All right, Jason, I'm sorry to steal him from you.
They deliberated for 30 seconds. Oh, that really throws a
Oh, no.
wrench, because he was like my superstar, you know, the super celebrity, famous, big name guy, and I was going to pair him with someone who is, I mean, everyone on this list is a very famous actor, but it's certainly not to the level of a Denzel to a Tom Hanks. But this guy is a brilliant human being.
Ooh.
Like in real life,
Okay.
he did so many things. I believe he was, I think it was the Brown University faculty member prior to being an actor as John Krasinski, who
Really?
yeah,
Really?
he is a super smart dude. And so this is not the actor that we're getting playing a role. It's the human being
Sure.
who's defending us in court, and he will actually win the case for me.
Talking about Jim.
I'm talking, yes, Jim from The Office. That's who.
No, I was trying to bait that out because it will be hard not to see Jim.
Oh yeah, like I just lost the poll because people are gonna be, who's John Krasinski? I mean,
No, I mean they know who he is, but
Yeah.
he's Jim.
yeah, Jim.
Does he kind of a little bit smirk every time he tries to defend you, though? Does he look at the camera directly?
He definitely looks at the camera
Okay.
directly.
All right, those would be good glances.
But he's gotten he's gotten more action hero-y lately. So he's
Yeah, what's the Clancy role that he plays?
yeah, he played
Yeah,
he
that
played a
is,
Marine. He
look
played a
at-
Marine.
That show's clearly doing well.
all right.
Oh man! All right, so you got John Krasinski.
None of us know what top of mind.
All right, if you take Tom Hanks, I'm going to go with another. I think there is something valuable to age, to being a little bit older, to appearing wiser.
Oh no!
Sure, like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so right now I've got, Robert Downey Jr.'s, he's not there yet, and John Krasinski's a ways off from being the old wise actor. But I'm taking someone who is on our set right now.
Oh,
I'm taking Michael Keaton.
interesting.
Wow.
Michael Keaton. Huh?
Absolutely, because
You want to get nuts?
let's get nuts. I think he's got. I still believe that you have to have some charisma in that.
You got to have Batman in the room.
Yeah, and he's got it. He can play every aspect of a character of this lawyer that is needed, and I think
Okay.
I'll get away scot-free.
Did you know that he did stand-up comedy?
I believe it. I didn't know it, but
That was wild when I had heard that the first time.
All right, my next pick. Look, it doesn't. It helps me as the innocent victim here to have confidence in this actor to come in and know that they belong in a courtroom, because some people can't handle the truth.
Yeah, okay.
But this
Yeah,
guy can handle the truth. Tom Cruise is going to bring the heat,
Interesting. Okay.
and I'm putting him in the courtroom. Now, I'll be the first to mention one of the fallacies here of Tom Cruise. And he's going to be great. Don't get me wrong. He's a great actor. He's great in the courtroom. But in the movies, they don't highlight his diminutive size.
yeah, I was going to bring it
So
up.
he will need a step stool to defend me properly. But we'll get him a step stool,
Get the
and Tom
apple
Cruise will
box.
take. I had to preemptive strike that.
Yeah, you did.
I knew you were
was-
going to bring it.
I was about to hop on there because I'm not even sure they're going to see him over the little jury box.
Oh, come on.
He's
You can't handle the truth.
he is tough on the screen. He's a tiny guy.
he is a short guy.
And in our heads, he may be shorter than he really is
He's
now.
5'7".
Oh, he's
He
no, he
is.
can't be that short.
Yeah, he is.
Wait.
How
Hold
tall
on.
are you, Al?
Isn't Al 5'7"?
No, Al's 5'9".
Correct. I'm
You're 5'9"? So, Jason, you're 5'9".
I am 5'11".
All right, Denzel, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise. Going
All
back
right.
to Mike for your final two picks, and I didn't pick somebody there strategically to see if he'd make it through you. So I'll be disappointed if you take him.
Interesting.
But go ahead.
I know my next two picks, so with the in no particular order because I like both of these guys. But I'm going to take. He's an older gentleman again. He's got the silver tongue, and this guy.
What?
I don't even know how are you getting him off of that one. I mean, this feller, I feel like he can talk his way out of almost any situation.
Maybe not.
And on top of that, he's an absolute total babe. I mean, this guy's
my guy.
Okay, this is a hard. I'm taking Mr. George Clooney.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That was,
I didn't even have him on the list.
I didn't
Oh.
have him
but
on
it's
my
a good
list.
pick.
How dare you insult
He's
the
just not
Cloons.
really doing much these days, so he's probably available for the courtroom.
How dare me, indeed.
You
That
get
is
Danny
a
Ocean in there.
phenomenal pick.
Yeah, the silver hair is the
that's-
key.
It's the so and the stuff like he's a smooth talker.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he
what
can
a great
handle the
pick.
pressure.
yeah.
And then I'm going to round it out with day 4, so my fourth trial for this fourth.
Yeah.
Clooney can break you out too, like Ocean's 11
yeah,
style.
yes.
If you need,
Yeah, backup
If he
plan.
loses, he can get you out.
Just a backup plan. But I'm going to bring in a little bit of an accent because that always impresses all of us stupid Americans when you.
Oh no!
And I'm going to take another old wise fellow.
That's the one I was writing
really?
down. Yes.
Oh, I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but I'm going to take Ian McKellen.
We are not.
Oh, good,
Okay.
good. Thank goodness, because I'm taking his dear friend immediately
Oh,
following
are you?
Patrick
Team.
Stewart.
We got the team.
I was taking because of the same. I'm only throwing it in real quick because, look, here's the facts. You're more trustworthy with an accent.
You are.
You come from the UK. You're getting me off.
You are getting you out of jail.
yeah.
That's for
We
sure.
are. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Scot-free.
Scot-free.
All right.
Freedom.
Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Jason, you are up.
Oh, my gosh.
You're up, buddy.
Yep, I'm so up. Let's go with, so I will, I had a couple names on my list, but I will draft the one that I thought Mike was drafting. The older gentleman with a wonderful
See, I like how
accent.
You freaked out with every pick I was going to make it. It was not that guy at all.
Turns out there's a lot of old actors.
And then Andy, I thought he was hopping in. But I'm taking the best Alfred. I'm taking
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
need that accent. as
Oh, you're
well.
matching the accent.
Yeah, the accent and the wisdom and the age.
He was on my list too. He was on the list. That's
And
a great pick.
He's like his history is like he's like this. He did I think military service. I think he's a smart dude.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I think he'd do it for
Look
you.
him
Andy.
up.
All right. Jason ended up with Robert Downey Jr., John Krasinski, Michael Keaton, and Michael Caine. I ended up with Denzel, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, and Patrick Stewart. Mike has Daniel Day-Lewis, Morgan Freeman, George Clooney, and Ian McKellen. Now, there were so many to
I
pick
can't
from.
believe we got the pair.
I know. It was well, when you said older with an accent, I was terrified. That was the name I tried to get past you. Other names that were on my list.
You got Professor X, I got Magneto.
That's right. Leo DiCaprio, I think that might be the biggest omission from the list. I also, if I needed to go jury intimidation, I was going to go Liam Neeson. I thought Jeff Bridges might be able to pull, and Christian Bale.
Yeah, Bale is
I don't know, man.
Bale's on the list, but I think he might be too much of a loose
Oh,
cannon.
and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I could see that. I had Benedict Cumberbatch, however you say his name.
Cumberbatch.
I don't know how to.
Not that way with a lack of confidence towards the end. Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch, there it is. Kevin Costner.
Oh,
I had
sure.
Sam,
with the cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, Sam Jackson. Because if you got to treat
yeah.
him,
Oh yeah.
if he gets permission to treat the witness as hostile, watch out. And I had Conan O'Brien, magna cum laude from
because
Harvard.
he's smart. Yeah, I considered it.
He has the opposite of the Tom Cruise situation.
Yeah,
going on in the courtroom.
that is the problem. No one's gonna believe.
Where's the
anything he
jury?
says. Where's
you're too
the
tall.
joke?
All right, that's true. Yeah, the comedian. All right, that'll do it for today's draft.
What did we learn today?
I learned that I learned a couple things, but I learned that sticks of gum started in the 1800s.
Yeah, that was. I learned that as well. That almost 100 years younger than bottled water. And I learned that you thought it was Cumberbatch.
I learned that we've been overlooking the most savage of physical hand signs, and it's just a good old-fashioned thumbs down.
Oh yeah.
Thumbs down.
That's powerful.
It is.
Do you make a grimace face? You have to, right?
I feel like you could go any face.
You could
any
smile.
face.
Oh,
Yeah.
just straight face?
Hey.
That'll do it for today's episode. Please tell your friends about the show. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.